strong uptrend, almost never take a pause, never rest until we have a change of character. So last week we talked about this change of character bar. So that's a Friday. The week before there was a change of character bar. This is by far the largest Dow bar that we have out from the April bottom. Okay, so right after that, here is the change of character. So this is by far the largest down wave that we have seen compared to the past, okay, since April bottom. So that really qualifies as a change of character with increasing of the supply. So it even just broke down and broke below the MA10. So just that it couldn't have a follow through to the downside. So for example, in an email that I sent out last week, there was a confirmation that we need to seek, which is the low from Friday. So as long as there isn't any commitment below, then we couldn't uh, just conclude that the down wave will just kickstart, and it even never tests 7300, which is just a really minor support level. So showing that the trend is still very strong, and also the momentum is very strong as well. So Wednesday reversal bar just saved everything. So it just reversed the swing to upwards. And right now, despite Friday got a bit of the rejection tail, decreasing of the demand, but today we still have a gap up open, bit of the rejection challenging the previous high here. So still wouldn't pose any threat for now, but here is still the change of character, and right now I do think that we could just go into a consolidation. So this is the levels that we need to pay attention to, from about 73.60 to about the previous high 75.40, 50. And it could, for the bullish case, it could just consolidate for some time before it break out. That's very, very constructive. And however, if there is some heavy profit taking right at the top there, with increasing of the volume, increasing of the supply, means that people actually taking profits. It could really trigger another quick downswing, similar to this kind of the movement, quick down move to test the swing low level, or even 7300. Um, the good thing is we have quite a lot of the levels below as a support. So first is definitely the swing low support level 73 60, yep, 7360, and followed by 7300. So as long as 7300 is it's not violated and the price still above 7300, it could easily just go up. So probably take a few more swing and then break out, challenge new higher. So on the other hand, for a slightly bearish case, means there's a break below the swing low and also a break below the 7300. So once the 7300, the minor support level was broken, it could just easily test 7200, and the price could get a bit choppy, and we need to be careful when it just broke below 7300. So that is the first sign that we need to monitor. So other than that, right now, back to the test the previous resistance, all-time high resistance level. Even if we have a profit taking activity, is completely normal and do not alarm. And another thing to take note is that if we do get some form of the consolidation between the swing low 73.50 to about the high 75.40, 50, it's still relatively bullish. And the most important thing is that we want to trade the outperforming stocks rather than just taking a look at the index. So if we could just get in with some decent entry in outperforming stocks, which we're going to discuss shortly. For I think there are total 23 quality setup for this week. And even if the index could do something like this to go consolidation mode, I think it would be best for the stocks as well. So by that time, you could really tell who is really the winner and which stocks is really the outperformer, the leader. Then we want to scale in and to maximize the profit from there, because the momentum leader tend to just buck the trend, and even if the index go into sideways movement, those type of stocks could just form a higher low form and to challenge new high, or even with some speculative movement going to parabolic mode as well. So this is the current sentiment at the moment. So especially in the AI infrastructure team and also the space team as well. So these are the two teams that I'm paying attention to, and I'm looking for entry to scale in. So some of the positions I have been holding for, I think, probably more than a month, has got some very handsome return with just buying the stocks itself. So those are the stocks that I want to hold and continue to hold until the violation of the bullish structure. Okay, so far the hot team is still intact and also in play. So we want to really maximize this super bull run. So this momentum is really very very strong at the moment. So as long as the index is doing this kind of the strong move, or even with the slight change of character, doing some consolidation, this is still a very constructive and positive market environment.